Hello, welcome to my channel. Today my topic is uh what my topic gonna be international talk, and I must give praises to the Most High as I always do. So welcome everybody that's listening to me. Today what I'm talking about is all types of things. That's why it's called international talk. No, and sorry that was my wife interrupted me. um I just want to talk about the war that's going on overseas with the Russians. Um, I'm not saying too much. I don't. I want to make sure I got something right. I don't want to say the wrong thing and get blasted. But I heard people here where I live at saying that Biden trying to bring those people here, to get away from the bomb and stuff. But I mean, I support. I think people all life is supposed to be taken care of. But what about if that happens? What about the people that's already in shelters here? Are they going to take these people out of shelters that have been here and put them in these shelters? You know, it's not right. Like what I'm saying, I guarantee I said it before, I guarantee if something bad happened in this country, nobody would take us in. Britain probably would take us in because but I don't think other people would. Um, People always want to help immigrants. What about people here, especially Native American Indians and other people of color? Um, like I don't hear nobody trying to do something for the Pueblo Apaches and Navajos in a village in New Mexico. Nobody's not raising nothing, trying to help them with their stoves. That's why I try to start the fundraiser for them. If you look on in my content in there, you will see it. Um, I'm not being mean or anything like that. They quick to help other people, but nobody want to help people in America. I understand that these people get money, everything, but Indians struggle, and stuff like. I don't understand that. And I know some people get mad when I say that, but I'm just speaking the truth. European countries, they always like get help with other foreign countries, but not here. We help everybody, but nobody help us, and I don't understand that. And now I switch up, go back and forth. 'Cause I'm talking about everything. Second, I want to talk about. I'm not being mean. I'm not trying to do somebody. That's your thing. That's your thing. Fake Mike, Real News, and Enrique, all in America. I watched one of their videos yesterday. Um, they went in a post. I think they called the guy the cop an albino and stuff like that. Uh, I just want to say like it was a African American guy that worked in the post office. To me, it may not sound like it to him, but other people I take that as being a racist statement. Why you when he said how you feel like the guys in the hood gonna label you as a snitch, something like that. What he said. So that's like saying just because he's black, he gotta come from the hood, or he could have come from a nice neighbor. You don't have to just because a person black. Down mean he lived in the hood. So why would you make a statement like that? If he had said something about like a Puerto Rican person, he probably would have got offended. And and when they keep saying a snitch, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about other people. You call somebody a snitch, that's like that's like a criminal way of thinking. They call people snitches because they know they be doing something wrong, and they just label that as snitching. If you got a child, I don't care a damn what nobody say. If you got a child and somebody do something to that child, the main people that you hating on, like I know people hate cops, but the main people you hating on, that might have to be the one that help you. Like somebody, like I said, for somebody beat up your daughter, I know a lot of them got children. 'Cause I got a son and stuff. If somebody beat up your son or stabbed him, you mean you ain't gonna want nobody tell the police, or just y'all just um little undercover thugs that you think that y'all know everything? And I admit when I'm wrong, but these people think that they know everything, like they can never be wrong about nothing. And even though if a cop, like I was talking to a cop today, he said, I watched those audit guys. He said when a cop don't give when they ask him what's the Third Amendment, just because the cop don't answer them right away, he don't know it. And the cop here told me, I know I don't have to answer you, but they treating like y'all instead of a public servant, they treating you like y'all that y'all are their slaves and they can do and talk to you any way they want to. And when they say I don't answer questions, and stuff like that, or I mean, if a person trying to get a story, like if it was happening to him, if one of them got beat up real bad, if they don't tell the cops like I can't answer you because I don't answer questions, and your friend ain't gonna get no justice unless you one of those little street justice people. I don't like that the way some of them talk, and that's why I told them they gotta be look up what they saying about the boss, because boss doesn't mean you are overseer. You the new slave masters, and when they tell people to go get another job, uh, I guarantee they won't give up the job they do because a lot of them use that First and Third Amendment. Like I said, some of them probably care about it, some of them don't. I know the history of the flag, and the flag was not damn good to Indians or black people in this country. And I don't care. Like they said, people died for the flag and stuff like that. So did other people die. Like when you hear that banner song and this flag was still standing, they come out and the British attacked the fort. I know what they talking about, but that don't mean that it's for everybody. That's why I said before, what independence are you talking about? Independence for European descent people, or it's supposed to be for everybody? I don't think so. So I respect people that died for the flag, but I'm an Indian and I got freedom of speech. It's like they got freedom of speech. I'm not patriotic to the flag because that flag ain't done is more violent than the Confederacy flag. I think it's even worse. And a lot of people don't know, like Abraham Lincoln, he was a soldier. Like I said before, he went out and fought Indian before he became president. He got his little $250 that he made from killing Indians. He took it in, and started his campaign, for to become president. So that's why I said people don't know what they're talking about. They shouldn't say anything. And getting back to what I was saying before, I don't hate anybody. That's not my job. The creator do all of that, and that's why people, even them, they gotta know how to talk to people. When a cop don't answer them right, they start cussing at him and stuff. Instead of asking the cop, you don't know what like he could like I talked to this cop today. He said, you don't know. A lot of cops have a lot of stress on them. You don't know if he could have lost a family member. You don't know why he's acting like right away. Y'all is looking at him as a tyrant and that y'all hate him and stuff like that. And like I said about that too, and when they said that um cop I pay your salary. Yeah, you pay his salary, but he's still a person too. He has a family just like you have a family, and he's human just like him. If you stab him, poke him, he can bleed just like you can bleed. So he's a human person just like you. And I know you got. I told the cop, he said, "You're right. You got bad cops. You got good cops. You got cops that really care, and some that you don't know what's on their mind. So you shouldn't judge them. You're not on a God. Everybody play that role. They want to be in charge. That's why they like boys because it ain't nothing but a title. And titles is given to everybody. I don't go by a title. I go by my tribal name. Like a person come out of Africa, he not gonna call himself an African. He gonna go by his tribal name. He gonna say I'm a Zuni. He ain't never gonna call himself no African because he know you gotta talk to those old Africans that's over 100 years old. They will not call himself an African. He'll go by his tribal name. Just like an Indian, he'll go by his tribal name. Even though he got a European name, he still will go by his native ways. And people don't forgot all about the Indian and If it wasn't for the Indians, nobody would have no freedoms or nothing because Indians died for this country. That's why I got mad when the Jamaican guy said to me, "What has your people contributed?" We contribute our life too for you being here. If it wasn't for Indians, ain't nobody would be in this country. It wouldn't be no Latinos. There wouldn't be no black people. It wouldn't be nobody. This whole land was filled with natives. And I'm not being racist or anything like that because I'm a person of color, so I can't be racist. I'm just talking. I'm angry. I don't like what people be saying. And a lot of them do go too far. I watch them and I get angry. I know some cops are good, but some cops just operate different, and you can't label all of them the same way. Every time y'all see a cop, y'all got to engage, and that's why the cops sometimes don't want to engage. Not that he's running away from you because he don't feel like he just want to have a day of peace. It's like a cop told me day in Hartford. He said, "Yeah, they don't even know what's on our mind. Right away, we be labeled as a tyrant or come up." He even said they should come up with some new words. They run that too much. And like I said before, I have law enforcement in my family, like cops in my family. They don't act like that. When you talk to my uncle or something, they'll try to help you or they'll go out their way, to help you. So when he said that about that post office today, I mean, that's where he probably talked. But sometimes a person could say they don't realize it's like real harsh when he said cops don't supposed to save people. Ambulance and fire department do that. Well, if a cop don't supposed to save people, what the hell? Why the hell is he a cop? A cop do so save people. That's why I understand why they said that. And I'm not defending cops because I know you got bad cops, you got good cops. I keep saying that I don't want nobody to get offended, but I just don't like things like that. Like now, this cop Friday when I told a cop at Walmart in Connecticut that it was a bunch of they just happened to be Puerto Ricans, not Puerto Ricans all bad. That's just an individual. Like when one person do something bad, they label the whole race as bad. These were just bad individuals. It was like 8 little Puerto Rican boys. I'm in the parking lot and they started bawling me to my that hair on top of his head is a wig. This is not no wig and stuff like that. So I didn't say nothing at first. So I started, going to my car and I got in my car to drive off. Lucky I usually um have the window up. But something told me to let the window down. I guess that was the great spirit looking out for me. And when I knew one thing, he hauled and threw a half a brick through the window and hit me right in my face. And the car was pulling out. I almost lost control of the car. And I almost ran into this lady and mother, but the mother wasn't mad 'cause they saw what happened. So I pull up to the Walmart and run inside and knock on the door. And I told the cop that I just got assaulted. He told me he got to look at it on camera. Why you got to look on the camera? They was still in the parking lot. He was more concerned about my car being double parked. That's how you park. So I see right away he didn't really care. And everybody said the guys is right in the parking lot. See, what I wouldn't do nothing like that. Children should learn every adult is not the same. Suppose there had been a gangster and shot you dead in the street, and they shooting me with rubber bands and stuff. Everybody was like, felt sorry for me. If I didn't have self control or something, I could have hurt all of them. I told people what I can do. I have a fifth degree black belt in Taekwondo. I got a third degree black belt in Shotokan. I got a black belt in Hapkido. And I even fought in Madison Square Garden. I was supposed to go to the Olympics in '84, but I got sick. So I've been on the cover of Black Belt magazine and stuff like that. I used to teach cops karate in New York. So I'm not bragging, so I could have really hurt them, but I didn't. So what? How you say this word? History repeat itself. I seen the same boy that hit me with the brick. He was in the parking. He was in the gas station with his mother getting gas. So when he saw me, he like slunched down in his seat because he knew I was gonna tell his mother what he did. So when I told the mother what he did, she said, "This what you be doing out there hitting people with bricks and everything." So she hit him in the car and stuff like that. So she said, "I'm gonna send you to New York to go live with your father." And so, and I just, bowed my head. So his daughter, his sister, My brother apologized. You didn't accept it. I didn't have to accept it because he hadn't been doing what he had to do. So if you don't know history, you would have did that. I guarantee you, if that was a people so used to saying white, stop calling them white. They are not white people. They European descent. A European that's in America, he descended from a European. That's why how you think he got here. My wife always called them European descent people. I said, I guarantee you, if that was a European person, you wouldn't have thrown no rock at him because they got y'all believing that Jesus is white. Y'all scared of the European people. All the people in the parking lot, I mean, you don't supposed to throw rocks at nobody. He did that to me, and I was pissed off. And you know, I caught myself because sometimes children make you get hurt. Then I chased him with my car and I boxed him in against the wall. He couldn't move. So he told his mother on the phone, Mom, it's a big Indian trying to kill me with his car. And I could hear the mother in the background, we're gonna come beat his so and so on because he had on speaker. So I moved the car back and I'm saying, see how children do? Parents don't even know what their children do. They children get children like that and disobedient, they get their parents killed. And I've seen parents get killed like that, even though I'm not justifying them getting killed, but you cannot do things like that. I said, y'all don't know history or anything. And like, I found out, I know certain things. I don't know everything. But some people claim to do. The other people think that they right all the time. And even if you do got freedom of speech, I'm not taking up for a cop. But like when a cop tell you to move out the building, you're supposed to move out the building. They keep standing there like they gods or something that nobody can make them move. And if a cop telling you to, and you don't, if I ain't broke no crime, you can't make me leave the building. You don't have to break a cop. You don't have to break the law to get out of the building because you don't want nobody coming at you. Oh, I forgot. They can come to people's job, but nobody can go to their job because they're already out in the street walking around. And this time I watched them in the post office. They didn't buy no stamp or anything. I think they just came there to get a reaction out of people. That's how you get a lot of views and stuff like that. And they keep using the camera. Oh, the camera's not a weapon. Yes, it is. Camera destroy people's lives. It's just like putting a bullet in you and stuff like that. That's why I wish they'd stop saying that. Even though it's cameras in the building, I didn't mind when I worked in the building. I know it's cameras in the building when I worked there. I didn't mind because the camera's not all up in your face and stuff like that. I seen some of them, they go right up and put the camera in your face. I'm not saying all of them do that, but I see a lot of them do that. And mark my word, nothing lasts forever. Like I told a girl, after a while, that even the cop agreed with me, they gonna sign into a new bill or like sit to the table. That's what they do and make up law. They're gonna make up a law. You ain't gonna be able to go in these post stores. And what are you gonna do then? You have to get a regular paid job because some people just in there for the money. That's why I said ain't nothing but a damn hustle and stuff like that. Because it's easy money, and stuff like that. I don't go by no First Amendment and stuff because I know it's not for me. That's for people that believe in this stuff because it wasn't good for the Indian. And when they be singing that song and the bomb was going off, that's really Europeans Independent Day. I don't celebrate none of this. I don't celebrate Easter, Christmas, like Easter. What the hell a rabbit got to do with Easter? Those have the chocolate can. All that's commercial. Christmas is commercial too. All that stuff is commercial. Christmas ain't nothing about to make money. If they cut that holiday out, they'll go broke because they rely on that holiday. You see how they run the holidays into one another. Well, when holidays come around, they be throwing out Valentine's Day and the other holiday be still here. They lay stuff out for the other holidays. It's out. It's up. Excuse me. I got that acid reflex. But I don't mean it sound like I'm ragging on people, but people should be very careful how they put their word. But when you used to saying something to somebody so long, it's like you program to go in here and say something. It's like they keep talking about Poster 7. Why y'all don't read the whole damn thing? You just read all of them. Every last one of them do the same thing. They only read that one thing about they have the right to photograph, but they don't read the whole thing. What else it said? I know what it said because we pulled it up. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna be fair. Be fair. Don't do half-ass stuff. I don't like that. When I speak from my heart. Some people speak with their mouth. They don't even use their brain. They cause everybody think that they right what they do, and nobody never speak about Indians. They don't speak about, oh, we have freedom. You still ain't free in the country. In America, they make you think you free, but you not. If you was free, you can go to the library. You don't even have a driver's license to drive a car. I told people that before. Like the Indians in Arizona, their reservation so big, it take up 4 states. They can drive that car 4 states, and the police can't do nothing to them because it's on their land, and they don't need no place or registration. They do that to make money and stuff like that. All this stuff is contracts. It's like people were still bad mouthing Trump. A lot of that stuff they said about Trump wasn't true. That's why I'm saying when they kept saying, "Oh, Trump is all this and that stuff," don't you know the camera's a weapon? That's why I don't agree with it. About I'm just a man with a camera. That's bull. A camera is so a weapon. Camera can get a person in trouble. Like they can plant something about you, and it don't even be true. And when once you get in the paper, you all messed up. The camera help put you there. Some it's like when that cop in New York, when that girl Tawana Brawley said the cop raped her or something like that. And this cop, I know they don't want him to talk about no cop. This cop was in it. He was a good cop, and the camera ruined him. So don't tell me the camera not a weapon. This cop actually committed suicide because they bothered him every day. They went to this man's house, and come to find out she lied on the cop, made up the whole story, but she's still walking around. She changed her name and went to another town. She's a nurse. I know all about it. That's why people should be careful what they say. I don't hate or anything like that. She was scared because her mother and father were very strict. She stayed out all night with her boyfriend, so she cocked up the story and said that she was raped by a cop. None of that was true. He was an innocent cop. He was only, I think, 24. His parents said, and the Reverend, all of them was behind that. Reverend Sharp, he was a Reverend, and they badmouthed this cop for no reason because they were just going by, assume what people said. It's like a lot of other people, they assume everything is true. Like when a cop stops somebody, they don't even know what the traffic stop about. You don't know if the person could have a gun and y'all walk right there, and when the cops y'all get back right where y'all think that he's being rude, a state trooper got killed like that and stuff. And cops get killed every day, but I don't think they can't give a damn about none of them cops getting killed. Because a lot of them cops that got killed, some of them was good and some of them was bad. I don't think nobody deserved to get killed and stuff like that. That's God's job to do that. But like I heard one cop, I even heard one other person said, "I don't care nothing about the cop. I care about your rights. Like the cop don't got no rights. Like he's a piece of a robot program for you. When you say, what's the Third Amendment? He got to say, yes, I would tell you. Like he's like a robot. And when they say that other thing, public servant, public servant, they're not saying it in a nice way. They saying it as a derogatory, statement. And that's what I don't like. Now, see, I'm jumping from one thing to another because I have to go out. But I'm not being mean. I hope people like what I'm saying. In life, it's short. You gotta be careful because the main people that you hurt. It's like my cousin. I was in school with my cousin. She tried to pretend she didn't know me because they had a little more money than us at that time. So I guess she thought she was better than me. I'm her first cousin, and she act like she didn't know me. When those girls tried to jump her, who did she have to come to? She knew her cousin was a karate expert. So I wasn't gonna fight them because they was all girls. But I made them stop. I said, leave my cousin alone. And after that, she went her separate ways. I went my separate ways. See how people are like a lot of other people. The way they talk to cops. That same. Suppose you just cuss the cop out and say, "Go f your mother." I hear what they be saying. And you might go around the corner. Somebody might hit you, and the same cop might come around the corner and try to help you. You want to take his help or no? Because a lot of y'all got ego trips yourself, and when y'all keep calling people snitches, that don't mean a person snitch because he want and stuff like that. I know somebody hit my daughter or son. You damn right. I want to know who did it, and that's not telling nobody no snitch. Even if you don't want to be labeled as a snitch, you could come in anonymous. And tell what happened. I mean, if a child get killed, y'all could still say, "Oh, he's snitching." What if it's a little 8-month-old baby? Which I seen children at 8 months old get killed. and nobody would say nothing. That's to me, that's wrong. That's a baby. That could be one of your relatives. So y'all should stop think about what the hell y'all saying for y'all open y'all mouth. I'm very angry, and nobody can say I'm wrong. I'm a native. I'm an indigenous person. My ancestors are the original people of this land. And like I said before, people keep trying to act like Indians are foreign. We didn't come from no place. This is very deep. They got portals and other dimensions. What makes you think this is the only world? You hear some Indians say, well, I don't know if y'all been around natives. You hear some natives even say we was created by other beings. The high being is the creator. He gave angels ability to create people. That's why when my mother said I was born, if everybody had to know that, they probably thought I was some kind of alien. So she said a blue light was coming out of her, vagina. It was glowing. So that means I was born, come from someplace else. That's why when a girl said that to me, and when she looked at the other native, he said, I was created by other beings. That's why, and other people keep trying to act like they the natives. And I've seen things on the History Channel. They said when they said these people supposed to have come, I think, out of Africa, and they said they met resistance. That means they didn't even make it here because the Indians fought back. And when people keep saying Indians with straight hair, well, hair don't really make you an Indian anyway. They think that make you an Indian by wearing a war bonnet. That don't make you an Indian. That's a vision. If you see a vision, that means nobody can wear it but you. Some people just do that for decoration, like the girl said, "I'm gonna make this a Halloween. I'm gonna dress up for Halloween." That's culture clothes. You don't see an East Indian take his culture clothes and wear it at a Halloween party. Never. That's his culture and stuff like that. That's what I try to tell people it's people got to be careful and like they should consider this. That's why I respect Muhammad Ali when he wouldn't go to the war. They stripped him of his championship belt. He had to fight to get his belt back for something he already had earned, and I don't think that was right. This country didn't even help him. He said it. Why should I go over there and kill a yellow man when y'all won't even help me in this country? And this is, that's what I'm saying. Look at me. I have a lot of stuff happening to me. Nobody ain't trying to help me because people don't like me. I even had people of color try to fight me. Even Black Lives Matter people try to fight me because I told them there's something wrong with your organization and stuff like that. They try to attack me and my wife because I told them certain things they didn't want to hear, and a lot of them don't care about the answers because when that little girl got shot and killed, I didn't see none of them show up. They only show up for police shoot white or black person, even though that's wrong. They don't supposed to shoot nobody, but I'm just saying, I'm not saying all of them like that, but they sure try to attack us, and that's the God's honest truth. That's why I don't get involved in organizations. If you don't know something, don't get involved in it. If you really know what it's about. Right in front of the city hall, they're trying to jump me and my wife, and the cop came out, they made them stop. So when people say that cops are supposed to rescue people, that sounds kind of silly. What is his job? And if a cop take everybody get breaks. If a cop take a 10-minute break, like he say, I could have worked all day and I'm tired, so the last 10 minutes, you mean he can't stand and take a break? When those cops when they came up to them other people know what I'm talking about. When they said you should be still working. What is 10 minutes and stuff like that? I was saying that everything they kind of answer to y'all like y'all birthed these people in the world. Wow, I just don't like how people operate and I'm very angry. You could tell the way I talk, but I'm trying to keep it in perspective. Even if a cop might not be that great, I'm not going to insult him. Like when the cop got mad because I came and got him, I would say, "Sorry, sir. You don't have to cuss at him because that you would just make him. You could talk to somebody and hurt them with words. You don't have to use cuss words. My mother used to talk to people and she didn't even cuss at the person. Almost make the person stand there and cry. She would hurt them with words. But I guess people feel mother F you, and they think I could that make you tough. All that cussing don't work for me. That's why when people cuss at me, say they gonna bust my, and all that. So I just look at them like that because I know I'm not saying I could be there, but I know that would be impossible and stuff like that. My wife would tell you I'm a great fighter. I don't go out and try to fight with the cops and call them names. That's what I'm saying. Same person. It don't even have to be a cop. You might treat somebody bad in your neighbor, and that same person might be the one who had to look out for your silly behind. But some people think they're above the law their own self. They have an ego trip. Look at that audit person. That they come to find he was a registered sex offender. I can see why they don't like to answer questions. They always like trying to hold cops accountable. Somebody to hold them accountable. That'll make me think that you're a criminal when you don't like to answer questions. How the cop gonna get something out of you if he's a nice, decent cop and he trying to help you and you acting like that? I seen some cops be real nice and the guy just is rude and stuff like that. But hey, that's on them. Uh, every person supposed to be treated fairly, and I guess y'all think y'all got slaves because they're public servants. That do sound like somebody say like a slave. That's why I told people look up the word boss. Nobody's your boss. They're an employee. Because boss doesn't mean you're an overseer, so they must be the new slave masters. That's what they used to call them on. You even see in pictures, gangsters call themselves bosses because they boss represent something bad. Like they say, hey boss, what you want me to do with this guy? You seen gangster pictures? That's why I told my mother told me herself. God rest her soul. My mother passed away, so I'm not making this stuff. My mother said never told me when I was a little boy, when you get big and get a job, never call your boss because it doesn't mean you're an overseer. Like you overseeing everything that that person do, and bosses are nasty, which a lot of them is, and they like to fire people. And I see them threaten people's job. If a lot of people sign a petition, we can get you fired. And so that's a camera's a weapon. You're using the camera for your mat. That's why I don't like that, and I don't like the other thing either. That excuse me, I was getting something off the floor, and yeah, and to um, getting back to these people like coming over here. If you're gonna be fair, help everybody. Just don't help a person from a foreign country because y'all feeling sorry for them. Nobody felt sorry for the Indian, and we lost a lot. My mother went out the world without even getting all the stuff that she's supposed to get. And so, like, the people think because some natives are native, oh, y'all get money. People think they own casino. A lot of Indians don't own no casino. People thought I was a Pequot. So I'm not a Pequot. I'm just a poor native, you know. But when I do, I want to contribute. I guarantee none of them ain't helping contribute money to nobody and stuff like that. I wish people would take me serious. I really want help. I don't want any money. I'm not doing this for clout or for a big ego. The natives really need help in New Mexico and stuff like that. It's called Pueblo Village. A lot of them don't have stoves. That's why I'm trying to raise money. I'm even gonna put money in the account. Not a lot, like $100. Then, cause the stove is $500. That's what I want to do. I'm gonna be a mouthpiece for the natives that don't really have anything. But no, nobody's saying nothing about that. And when people be on the news, I guess y'all hate camera people too. And a lot of time, uh, um, I hear a lot of them say things and they switch up when they say, "Oh, I didn't have," like they own. I seen some of the video. They'll change the story when a cop come, and it's just stupid. Uh, I just don't like certain things what people do, and even though people died for for their freedom, you're still not free. Everything is rush, rush. Sometimes I'm gonna say you rush some. Like I see people, they got a need for speed in cars, and when it's not a person that make the destination, they can crash and get killed. 'Cause I be doing. I know I was on the highway one day. I was doing the right speed. I was doing 55. This car came by me. He had to been doing about 90. What's the rush for? That's being stupid. Sometimes a person never reached their destination. Most they get killed or crash on the highway or something like that. That's why I don't break nothing. Even if the stop sign is there, I stop. And some people beat the horn with you to go to the stop sign. And if you don't move, they'll ride their car around you. Say, what's the rush? That's what I'm saying. Everything rushes. Everybody like to rush. I take my time. That's like when I started learning karate, I was disciplined. Like when the girl helped me do something at the center, she said, "Boy, you sure was a patient person." I said, I was disciplined in karate. If you tell me to wait for you, I'm gonna do something for you. It can be 2 hours. I sit right there, real patient. I won't be going. You see how some people now and they pay and they talk to the employees rude, and sometimes the order person don't even ask what's going on. They just chose not to. If somebody, I know it's no public, privacy in public, but if I see a person is uncomfortable, they don't care, because they are trying to get a reaction out of you and stuff like that, just to see what you act like them. When the cop don't disengage, and I've seen a lot of them walk right up to the cop. He don't even be said 2 words to him, and he has come out of his face all nasty and stuff like that. That's why I'm speaking like this, and they should consider the people here. You don't see nobody say nothing about no Indians. It's always got to be white forefathers from the past, like they did everything in this country. They don't know they got their um what is that thing they got from the Six Nations upstate New York Constitution. Do y'all know where that come from? That's where he got it from. The guy y'all talking about did all this stuff. He didn't get it by himself. You can even watch the movie. I told you, Indian the cover. You hear the little boy say they got their constitution from the American Indian. Nobody gives him credit for anything, and he made everything possible. Because if the Japanese and Germans had took this country, we all be speaking Japanese in there right now because they'd be your new masters. That's what these people run around here. These other people, they the masters. Like, yes, y'all are slaves, and we're gonna tell y'all how to act. That's why a lot of times I even asked the cop there, I said, you could try to see the other people. He said, I watched their channel. Hell yeah, I said, because they think that just because you work for somebody, that's why the cop, when he said, what's the Third Amendment? You don't know right away. That's his assumption. He could know. The cop just acting like he don't know. A cop said when people ask me something, I don't respond to everything if he sound like it's stupid. They do that because they think everything they do is justified, that they're perfect, and nobody on this planet is perfect. If you was perfect, you have your own separate planet and stuff like that. That's why when immigrants tell me to go back to my own country, I say, I am in my country. I never told you to go back to yours. Y'all here because y'all countries is messed up. Y'all fighting, killing other when people go over there and protect y'all. Y'all don't like it. Like this guy told me he was stationed in Africa, and he asked an African. He said I was black like him. He asked him, "Hey brother, can I get another drink?" He looked at him because I said, "Brother, like I killed a family member." He said, "You're not my brother. Take your black ass back to America." Why are you saying that about somebody? And they protecting you and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. I know you got some very good cops, but when they approach a cop, all of them, every last one to them is a tyrant. And I hear some of them say, "Let's go f with the cop." Why you gonna say that? Oh boy, then all these people, there's too many immigrants in this country. I'm not trying to say nobody will have a right to get anything, but they get help. Like down the street from me, it's like a little Russian community. I was leaning on the lady's fence because I was tying my shoe. Get off my fence. This is an immigrant telling me that. And I told her just like this, well, get out my country. Then why you here? This country didn't belong to y'all. That's why I try to tell people, even though some Puerto Ricans and Dominicans don't get along, they still related too. Because during slavery, they took some to Puerto Rico, some to slavery, and they took some to the Dominican Republic. They're your same ancestors, and they start calling y'all Puerto Rican Dominican. But Puerto Rico, they really it was port riches. They were looking for gold and stuff like that. And the Taino Indians, the original word for them is Taino. That was their name, and it was an all men tribe. That's why when people say they Taino, or like a Spanish speaking person. I'm not trying to be harsh when they say they Spanish. I said, you're not from Spain, you're Spanish speaking. Unless you got proof that you could prove that some of your ancestors came from Spain, and stuff like that. I'm not being mean, because like my friend from Spain, when I worked in this Indian store in New York, it was a Puerto Rican girl, Dominican girl worked there, but they was good friends. And so the guy started speaking Spanish to them, half the stuff he was saying, they didn't understand. Saying his Spanish is pure, theirs is broken. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody should get along and all this separation and stuff like that. But that's why I tell my son, you see ignorant people, leave them alone. But getting back to this people coming in this country, that's not right. When they had that uh when those Haitians try to come over here, they sent them back quick. But they let it's certain immigrants that they let come to the country, certain ones they don't either. The ones that they think they can use stuff like that. Like they are taught to think that all black Americans is on welfare. But when you walk in the welfare system, I've been in there, you only see immigrants sitting up in there. You don't see no black people sitting there trying to get help. If you see a black person in there, he works in the back as a caseworker. I see all walks of life come. That's why when that guy said black people on welfare, one lady said, show them to me. When I go in there, you may see some, maybe like 3 or 4. Most of the people on welfare there, I see them as immigrants. East Indians, Chinese, uh, all kind of people, Portuguese, Russian, German, you know. But that's what I'm trying to say. But when people say about this flag being the greatest flag, I'm not patriotic. Y'all can respect it if y'all want. I respect the people that died for it. They didn't deserve to get what they got, but people use this amendment, you know, to feel that they justify. And I don't believe a lot of them care about the First Amendment. They just throw that up because that's a topic they like to talk about all the time. But that's he or she said stuff. But I'm just saying, I hope y'all enjoy what I said. I'm gonna come back with some more stuff. Or like I got pictures, but I ain't got them with me. I'll do it tomorrow. I got pictures um, about Africa was named after a Roman general that conquered Hannibal. His name was Scipio Africanus and stuff like that. But that's for something else. So I hope people enjoyed what I said and have a blessed evening. Donald Wado. I'll talk to you later. That's all for now, people. Stay safe and don't take no initiatives or stuff for other people either. Like they say, don't take unlawful orders and stuff. That's what I was saying about the point check. They gotta have those in buildings. Like I know everybody don't carry a gun, but in a building like that, you can't take chances. Suppose they wait. He talking about waive that checkpoint. You could a person could come in there and might have a gun, and they be saying, "Oh, there's no checkpoint coming." That's how people get killed. I told people before I seen a man get shot and killed right in the courthouse when I was 10 years old. All right, I just want to get that little piece in there. So I hope you have a blessed evening and take what I said into how you said what contest you know. I mean, I can't even get the word out. I hope y'all take and scribe what I'm talking about. I'm not an expert in everything I say either, but I don't pretend to be something I'm not. Some people act like they know everything, and it's impossible. Even a genius don't know everything. A genius eventually burn his brain out. It's just sometimes a genius lose his ability to be a genius, and he can't remember what he burned out because it's too much for the brain. All right, that's all I wanted to say. So remember, this topic is called International Talk. I talk about everything. So good night and have a blessed evening. Goodbye.